For the first time this season, we're doing the post-game show before the game has actually ended because this one is done. I've got work to do. I want to finish work and get my holiday started, so we are diving in. The Raptors lost a big one here, but that was to be expected. We'll break it down in tonight's post-game show. Yeah, scheduled loss is probably the right way to go about this one. The Raptors coming off of a hard-fought, but albeit still close loss to the Houston Rockets yesterday. Second night of a back-to-back. Had to travel for the second night of the back-to-back as well. They were in Toronto yesterday. Not a long flight, but still going through customs, going through the flight to get to New York for the second night of a back-to-back here. They're down 126, 102. By the time we're starting this with 6:41 to go in the fourth quarter. But it's done. It's been done since halftime when the Knicks took a monster halftime lead, which is a little bit surprising compared to where the game started. The Raptors kept it close in the first quarter, 30-28. But since then, it has gotten away from us. The Knicks are just a better team here. The Raptors are dealing with a second of back-to-back effects. Yeah. A game like this was more likely to happen than it going in a different direction, going towards the Raptors. The spread was 14. It is what it is. Could the Raptors make it close late? They probably will because it's the Raptors, but they're going to lose this game here to the New York Knicks. Not going to be a lot to say about this one because they got beat by the better team, but still an interesting angle I kind of want to look at with Scotty Barnes here, which you should stick around for. If you enjoyed what you see from this post-game show, make sure you do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We do content like this for pretty much every Raptors game. I will miss the Boxing Day game, but other than that, hey, I'm here doing the content. So Barrett was back for this one. That was good. He was actually pretty impressive, all things considered, but the Knicks just dominated from an efficiency standpoint. Their offense has been tremendous this year. Now, they kind of deviate away from their defense when they got Karl Anthony Towns in the offseason, but he's been sensational on offense, and this team is a well-oiled machine. At the time I'm recording this here, they're shooting 60% from the field, nearly 50% from three. Geez. On top of that, they're winning the possession battle, just blowing the Raptors away here. Like, Raptors, look, they have 105 points with 6 minutes to go, but they just cannot get enough stops in this one to keep themselves relevant. And you look at the Knicks here, the scoring comes from a variety of players. Towns drops a bomb, 31 points, 10 rebounds, 31 points for OG on 13 of 15 shooting, the former Raptor. Bridges, 5 of 10 with 14 points. Campaign, 19 points off the bench, 7 10. The game's not even done yet, by the way. I think we'll get to garbage time soon, but the game isn't even done yet. For the Raptors, look, at least you got a 23-point game out of Barrett, a 22-point game out of Barnes, 16-point game out of Grady Dick, and he had a really bad first half, so a good second half here for Grady. Boucher, another solid game. But yeah, like I said, it was pretty much a scheduled loss here for the Raptors. The good news is you get a much better game out of Scotty Barnes compared to yesterday against the Rockets, where the first 7 shots he took were all from three. They all missed. Really rough game. It was clear that he's playing hurt. It's clear he's not 100%. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. If you're playing, you're healthy. Because if you're here, you're playing, you got to play properly. And the injury is not a reason to play bad basketball, which he was yesterday on offense. Today, demeanor changed. Was looking for the right spots and got to his spots, whether it be in mid-range or in post-ups. I have said for the entirety of Barnes' career, I think, so far, lean into his post-up game more. That's really an area of development I want the Raptors to focus on. It's nice that he's getting better at threes. I mean, he's missed 11 of 11 attempts in the last 2 games, but post-up game, clearly this is a guy that can create his own shot and was absolutely showing it against the New York Knicks today. And I want the Raptors to lean into that a little bit more. So even despite him being hurt, you're still seeing that the capabilities are there for him. However, I still want to see more aggression. He took 20 shots, has only taken 5 free throws. Okay, well, his number's climbing up. He's got 24 points here. He's at the line right now. So that number is pumping up a little bit, but 10 of 20, 0-3 from 3, though. He's getting spots much better, much more aggressive. My issue right now is I see he's played 36 minutes. If the Raptors were in a tight game, he would be playing like 40, 41 minutes in a game like on the second of it back-to-back, where he's also clearly hurt. He's a competitor. He wants to play. He wants to play 65 games. He wants to earn All-NBA considerations if it's possible. But at a certain point, look, the team is going to tank at some point. He's clearly not 100%. I don't really see the risk in like making him play through these injuries. So I commend him a lot for wanting to play through it and wanting to be out there. You know, the NBA, people keep saying the NBA is dying, the NBA is worse than it was. And part of the arguments there are players sitting out when they could play. So I commend him. He's out there wanting to play. I think the team should step in at some point and say, hey, you're not 100%. This season's not going anywhere. Let's not risk making this injury worse than it needs to be. But seeing a performance like this, albeit with 5 turnovers, 24 points so far, 8 assists, 10 of 20 shooting, a really good step back in the right direction. It seems like anytime Scottie Barnes has a bad night, he always comes back next game and reminds us of how good of a player he is, and he has done that here. And that is pretty much like the only good news we can really take away from this game here. Yeah, not much else to say. That'll do it for tonight's post-game show. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe for more content like it. And I won't see you at the Boxing Day one, but I will see you at the next one on the 29th.